Hey guys, it's Jason from Endless RVing, and in today's video, we're going to be showing you a step-by-step guide on how we set up at a campground. You're not going to want to miss it.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night.
So have you missed things when you're setting up your motorhome or RV? Have you skipped steps? Have you forgotten things? Have you broken anything while you're setting up your RV? If you answered no to all these questions, you're lying. Because we have definitely broken things, forgotten things, left things out, but we have a system now. And we've been using this for the last year or so, and it's worked for us really well. So guys, you're going to want to stick through this whole video as we take you on a step-by-step guide on exactly how we set up our motorhome when we get to camp. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you time. You're not going to want to miss it. Look around with the trusty levels. You can see we just got to go up on the left a little bit. I'm going to straighten that out. It's going to be quick. We are level front to back. I'm going to take you out here and we will level this out real quick with some pads. Guys, so I showed you the it's off to a little bit to the left, so we're going to straighten this out right now. Very slight, not a big deal, but I keep these pads. You can pick these up at the Hershey RV show. They're called Haas pads. Got my chalks in here. What we're going to do, we're just going to put one in front of the each tire on the driver's side, just to bring it up an inch or so. That should get us really, really close. So what I'll do is we'll put them in the back, and I'm just going to reverse it back, and they'll guide me on the front. And we're going to go one on the rear. Actually, I'll put one under the second tire too. And this should get us very close where we want to be. So just guide me back.
The walkie is on. Ooh, there's cool Halloween decorations. People really go all out here. This is we're at the Cape May KOA. So cool. Alright, go ahead. Stop.
Get that camera, and as you can see, we are dead on, right in the middle. We'll go front to back, right in the middle. We're good to go. I'll just drop down the leveling jacks just to get a little support, but we're not going to use it to do any leveling. We're good to go here, so we'll take you for the rest of our checklist and exactly what we do. So guys, we are level now. So first thing we're going to do, level everything off a pretty level site, so we're good to go. This little tool in my hand, any Newmar owners with gas coaches know what this is. It's not a branding iron. This is to take the slide locks off. And I didn't ever lock until we went to the factory and found out that we really should be locking. And the reason is because down below it's held in place by the gears. Up top it's nothing, so essentially you have a wall that's being held down the bottom, and the top is going to move around. So there's a lock. We're going to take that one off. There's locks on the front and the back of each slide. Actually, this one I could just kind of knock it down.
That's the easy one.
Yeah, we're going to use the tool for the rear now. If you don't disengage the locks and you try to open it, you'll destroy your sidewall. So this is the first thing we do after we level. We are going to...
This will be a little hard to get.
Yeah, well, it's basically the same thing. Just going to use the leverage and bring down this lock. There you go. I didn't lock this back one because you had food there. But I will look I'm like very paranoid, so I'm just gonna look and visually and manually inspect this.
Izzy tells me about 5 times before I even step on here.
Yeah,
Make sure you don't open the slides. Don't open the slides.
Yeah. Let me get my my phone just to make sure I look at it. I know I didn't lock it, but as you guys know, taking 30 seconds to check it is far easier than costing yourself thousands of dollars. So I'm going to look at it, and the lock is off. And if you can see that in there, lock is off. So there's going to be 2 other locks. You don't have to follow me for this. Essentially, we're going to do the same thing in the bedroom. There's a lock in the front and back of each one. I'll do that, and then we'll come back at you when we're back outside. We will show you the rest of the hookup process. Hey guys, if you like the video you're watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. Now back to the video. Alright, so guys, we have motorhomes in park, emergency brakes on. We got the pads on. I'm going to chalk each wheel. I'm going to do one in the rear, and then I'll do the same thing but to the front of the tire on the passenger side, okay? So just follow me. You could use 2 sets. I use 1 set. Maybe it's not right. But, you know, we're in drive anyway. In park. If you have a towable, I'd probably use 2 sets. It's chalked also. So that part's good. Notice we're keeping the slides in until everything is hooked up. So I'm not banging my head into things. We don't want to be doing that. Alright, good. Other thing you want to check. You see the breakers here? Okay, see all the breakers? People like to leave them on. Shut everything off. Check that. Everything's off, okay? And when you leave, make sure you shut them off. Be a good neighbor. Alright. All our bay doors are closed and locked when we travel. And the reason why we do that, because we had a bay door swing open. So now, I close them, lock them, and run down and check every one before we leave. Here's our storage bay for our hoses. That's going to be our hoses. Is this our store stuff? It's going to be our store things. And that's just extra. Our macerator pump if we need it, which we won't. Here's our wet bay. Unlock it. And then we're going to pull out the sewer hose. Hopefully this is long enough. If not, we have an extension. And then I have the little bridge here. If you guys didn't watch my things you must have videos, this is one of them. So I don't know if we're going to be long enough. We might have to put the extension, but we'll see. Alright. It's a new hose, guys, so I'm not going to wear gloves. We literally just got this hose. Even though I usually don't wear gloves anyway. Okay, first thing you want to do, make sure your valves are closed, okay? How do I know that? Because that happened to me already. Black tank was open and poop and pee got all over it. So now, the quickest way to learn is to have it happen to you. Alright, it's off. We also keep some gloves here, okay, if you want to wear them. Alright. Clicked in, good to go, alright? Now, we're going to set up. I think we may have to use the extension, we'll see. It's good to have an extra hose because sometimes these, you never know where the sewer input's going to be. So you may be a little screwed if you don't have an input that's large enough. So I'm just going to build my little connection here. Rhino hoses. 2 big brands out there. You have the Valteras and the Rhinos. I like the Rhinos because they fold up nicely. So basically you just want to build a little, kind of a little bridge Down. This is extendable. All right. Extend here. Pull that out. Just want to let the water flow down nicely. Out. See how cool that is? Like a snake. And then we're going to put our caps on.
Should I
This is a
move?
nice clear cap so you get to see your poop come out. I'm going to go at the end here. Alright?
You want me to move the car back a little?
Oh, that's alright right now. Lock it in place. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. And then I'll extend it out. Kind of want to make sure. That's why this bridge helps. Because if you saw, when I didn't have the bridge, what happens? It goes down, and now the water's got to travel up. But when I use this little support, here you go. Now it's coming down a nice line. Push one even further, and your poop will run nicely now. Beautiful. All right, so that's set up. Guys, I like to keep the gray open. Black is always going to be closed, so you're ready to dump. I'm going to keep the gray open. There's nothing in there. Our tanks are empty, except for our fresh water. That's set up. That's good to go. All right, so let's clean this up. We're going to put the caps back away. Get the sewer components, and I'll put the strap also in there. All right, let's put this to the side. Now we have our water hookups. All right. 25-foot blue hose that is specific for drinking water. I also have some emergency extensions if I need. Those are the ones that you're going to get free from your dealership, but they kind of suck. But they will work if you need an extension. Here we go. Pressure regulator. You definitely want to use this. I have it set at 45 pounds, okay? So first let's make sure the water works. It does. Alright, I'm going to hook up. Here we go. Alright. So this one's open. Well, we'll see. They're both open, alright? So I'm going to close one of these valves. Okay.
For newbies out there, why would you close one?
So basically I have two valves here, right? So if I ever need to have a second output, like say I want to wash the coach, or I want to run this line just to dump our tanks, I'll run a separate line right through here. Right, so right now we don't need two, we only need one. All right, and then I'm going to hook the pressure regulator. Make sure this is tightened down a bit. I like to put it so I can see the gauge facing up. Now we're just going to test this, make sure there's no leaks. We're good there. Now some people like to put the filter here. I like to put it up a little closer so that way the water's getting filtered right before it goes into the coach. To me, I don't really think it matters, but in my head, whatever. That's what works for me. So put the blue hose on here. Hand tighten it down. If you want to really crank it down with a wrench, knock yourself out. I test it again. Is it leaking? No, it's not leaking. So we're good there. And what's going to help a lot, guys, is that when you clean up, if you keep everything neat, you know, nice and organized, you're going to save a lot of time when you set up. So normally what we would be doing is MJ would have her job inside doing whatever. I would be out here setting this up.
Doing whatever.
Yeah, opening up the slides, cleaning up, whatever she does in there. And I would be setting up everything out here, but since we're filming it, we can't do that right now. So, all right. I'm going to turn this out a little bit.
I'm actually kicking back with a drink and some popcorn while you're out here struggling.
See, she told you. So, here we go. I'm going to put this directly, feed it in, okay? Hopefully it's not going to leak. I don't think it will. Then you have your spout on below, and your hose is going to go hooked up Okay. Make sure it's tight. On our motorhome, if we switch this valve, it's going to fill the tanks. If we put it here, it's going to pressurize city water. Let's turn it on over here. Normally MJ will be inside right now making sure there's no leaks. I hope there's no leaks. You'll soon find out if there are. All right. There it goes. And you just heard it. Just show the pressure here. So you see I have it set about 45. This looks like it's 48. Maybe I have it a little bit off. But you can change how much pressure goes in. But this is fine. This is well within the manufacturer recommendations. I believe they recommend 65 psi. 45 is enough for us. So we're done here. Okay, let's clean this up. Then we'll move along to everything else we're doing, okay? So we're just going to show you the basic setup. Your lawn chairs and your fancy lights, only decorations, that's on your own, okay? All right, let's go to the electric. One thing I wish we had was an electric power wheel, but we don't. So I'm going to pull out this 50 amp cable, pretty heavy. All right. Door. Alright. I see I screwed up. What I should have done, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to run the cable underneath the sewer.
Now tell newbies why you would do that.
I don't want to be laying this over the sewer here, so I'm just going to run it underneath. Just personal preference. But these cables are pretty heavy. And I kind of don't want to run it around. So we're good there. See, we have plenty of length. So with these Progressive Industry surge protectors, when you first plug them in, it's going to run a diagnostic, and it's not going to let electricity run to your coach unless it knows it's good. So it's not going to immediately run power to the coach. So we're going to plug it in. Remember, the circuit is off, the breaker. All right, now we're going to flip it on. You can see everything light up here. It's going to go through its normal diagnostics, and within like 3 minutes, it's going to start powering the coach inside. Okay, so we have electricity. We're good here. There's a cable hookup, but we're not going to use that. Let's go to our next step. We're almost there, guys. We got the Truma AquaGo. Runs on propane, so I'm going to turn on the propane. Propane is on, okay. Come inside. There's going to be water flowing to that because there's water running in the system already. Normally, guys,
Trying not to kill myself. Hang on. Okay.
Normally, guys, MJ would be checking, listening if there's any leaks. There are none, thankfully. If they are, you'll start seeing water shortly. Okay, water's flowing. So we're going to come back. Again, this is all stuff MJ will be doing inside, so it's going to go a lot quicker. We're just drawing it out to show you. I'm going to turn on the electric and the LP for the hot water heater. The Truma works on LP, and the electric is going to turn on the board. So we're good to go. We're going to go outside and make sure that Truma is on. I believe I had it off. I'm going to open up. Yeah, it's off right now. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put it on Eco. That's going to save you the most amount of propane. It's going to kick on. There should be an LED that goes on at some point here, hopefully. And there it goes. So you just heard it click. There's the LED. And now this is going to kick on. It's going to take a second. It's kicked on. I think maybe it needed to demand some hot water, but you can hear it. It just fired up right there. So we're good to go. We will have instant hot water not instant, maybe like in 5 seconds, and then it will not stop until we either run out of water or run out of propane. So show you one other thing. MJ will go in, she'll open up the slides, I'll film it, and then we're pretty much done. We'll do the internet connection, but that's for a different video. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Be real quick. If you like the video you saw, give us a thumbs up, like it, share, subscribe, and if anybody's in Cape May, KOA, let us know. See you guys on the road.